Well, good morning, and as it's nearly Christmas time, ho, ho, ho. This is a message specifically for the wonderful truthers out there, but I suppose if the guilters want to have a listen as well, then they'll learn something. For me, what's interesting is that the very word truther. It sums up exactly what we are. We are not conspiracy theorists determined to try and undermine local government in parts of Wisconsin, America, the world. That is not what we're about. So I'm going to read a couple of paragraphs from a book, and it certainly rings true with me. Some of you will have heard this before. Apologies to those who have, but it's worth reiterating and reading out aloud again. So, an accusation has been levelled at me time and again that telling this story is disrespectful to the victim and her family. I disagree. What is disrespectful to anyone is accepting at face value information which is demonstrably false, scenarios which make no logical sense, and gaping holes covered over to shore up weak and questionable explanations, especially when that information, those scenarios and explanations are used specifically to bring a false sense of closure to the grieving and bereft, and at the same time to rob innocent people of their freedom. Truth seeking is a precarious and often maligned pursuit. To be labelled a crazy, conspiracy theorist, interfering do-gooder, fame seeker, evil, murderer lover, sicko. These are the reactions of some who are afraid of the truth. That fear is partly understandable. We believe that justice and those we trust to take care of justice for us are the very foundations on which our safety and security are built. If they cannot protect us, who can? But those who react so negatively out of fear miss the most central point of truth seeking. It is not only to ensure the correct person has been convicted, but also to discover what really happened. Those of you who know will realise that those are lines from Dr. Sandra Lane from her book, Innocence Betrayed, which deals with the Luke Mitchell, Jody Jones case. But I'm sure that message, those messages ring true with all of us. And hopefully the rational guilters out there will appreciate that we are not in it just for the fame and the glory. Not that there's much of that flying around. I'll read you. That was, as I say, written by Sandra Lane. This was written by somebody else you might know. Sorry, I should say this is written by somebody who you do know. The author wrote, "Some people in Wisconsin, and Manitowoc in particular, are unhappy that the hugely popular Netflix documentary, Making a Murderer, has made them look bad. The interest in the plights of Teresa Halbach, Stephen Avery and Brendan Grassi has grown since the documentary was first released. If Stephen and Brendan really are the cold-hearted murderers of Teresa that the state say they were, then there's a very simple way of proving that. One which will not even cost them, the state, anything. Simply stop procrastinating and give all the evidence to Kathleen Zellner for her experts to test at zero cost to the state. She has always maintained that if her client is guilty, he would be a fool to hire her, as she will find out the truth. So why do they continue to deny her access to all of the evidence, perpetuating the grief of the Halbachs? They gave her several items, most notably the bullet, which was discovered to have wood embedded in it. They gave her the hood latch swab, which had 90 times more DNA on it than it should have. They gave her the car key, which had 20 times more DNA on it than it should have, and a CD of a report on the computer kept in Bobby Daz's bedroom, which had been kept in Tom Fassbender's personal possession for 12 years. They have declined to offer her any more evidence to test, most notably the car with its damaged indicator and the cremains that were discovered off of the Avery salvage yard. It all begs the question, what have the state got to hide? As I say, I think you know the author of that third paragraph. It's quite bizarre looking back that Mark Wiegert should recommend to me that I read Ken Kratz's book. He has zero credibility. He has uncredibility. He has no credibility whatsoever. Why would an elected sheriff of Calumet suggest reading the book by the former disgraced pervert, sexting, rapist Ken Kratz? That beggars belief. Truthers, we want the truth. I suspect Kratz, Wiegert and others, they merely want to hide the truth. They want to try and present their, let's find the book, it's here somewhere. They want everybody to believe in their illusion of justice. We ain't buying it. We're not going anywhere. From a personal point of view, I'm quite surprised, flabbergasted, greatly honoured, that my own personal channel has actually gone from when I first started doing videos. When I first started my first video about making the murderer, I would have had a handful of subscribers, maybe 20. I was amazed when I got to 100. When I got to 500, I thought, well, this is unbelievable. I am now I believe I'm about 12 short of the 1,000 subscribers. I'd like to thank you all for joining me and listening to me havering on at times. But the serious message is, as I say, we're not going anywhere. I would just like to point out, don't feel too upset at times about this case. Yes, there's wrongful convictions out there that are terrible, but for most of us, we will enjoy a fairly peaceful, happy Christmas, New Year. Yes, we realise that there is work going on to free Stephen and Brendan, but please do enjoy your Christmas holidays. I'm sure that's exactly what Stephen and Brendan would want you to do, and all the other people that are wrongfully convicted would still want you to enjoy the festive season. As I say, I believe that Mr. Ericoze is planning something possibly before or just after Christmas, where a few of the YouTubers get together. So let's look forward to that. It's great how the community has grown. We've got new people coming in, joining the YouTubers. Most recently, the likes of Andrew Whitehead. So we're not going anywhere. So the state are continuing to hide in the dark. We are continuing to shine a light on the truth and our pursuit of the truth. That is why we are called truthers. I say have a very Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and I'll see you fairly soon, I'm sure. Bye for now.